Hey, I just want to talk about something real quick. A dude I've known probably about almost 40 years just called me a raging anti-Semite today on Facebook. So I'll just go through real quick. I just unfollowed him, so I can't go back and show exactly what he said. This is a guy that I actually roomed with in the Air Force. It's shocking. All I did was just question a few things, and I called him obtuse about what's happened in the Middle East. And his response was saying that I hate Jews, that I a raging anti-Semite. And I've written, I have had a lot of videos when I talk about some issues that's happened in the Middle East. I have some questions about the Holocaust. I don't know if he's actually looked at my YouTube channel. I don't know if he has or not. I have not said anything on Facebook that even comes to that level. It's just I just want to call him a boomer at this point. I'm just shocked that he was going to go there with that. His post was about I forget what it was. It was about Iran not having nuclear capabilities, and I just responded to that. I said, "Why can't Iran have nuclear?" And of course, he responded to me saying that they can't have, uh, that Iran is a terrorist state and has been that forever, and we can't allow them to have nuclear weapons. And I just responded to that, and I said, uh, "Well, Israel does." And I didn't really talk about that. I talked about why can't they have nuclear power? And I told him that the reason why he's being obtuse because Israel doesn't want them to have any type of nuclear at all because they think that because if they have access to nuclear power that they will enrich it and make nuclear weapons from it. And I just made the statement that there are a lot of things that are really the problem in the Middle East, and it probably isn't Iran. I mean, there's something about them. Some of their factions are not good, of course, but us and Israel has killed a hell of a lot more people than they have. And I didn't say it like that at all. I just said it's not. Why can't they have nuclear power? And he just he believes that. I guess he doesn't understand what the policy is of this current administration in Israel. Is they do not want Iran to have any nuclear power at all because in their mind they think that they will continually enrich it and eventually have nuclear weapons. And I made the point that we don't even know in open source intelligence how much nuclear weapons that Israel has. They don't allow us to look in and see what they have. And I didn't go any further than that. I didn't go. I didn't go down the rabbit hole about how times that they're not really our allies, that they've done stuff, they've spied on us, and all something like that. And he came back with that, and I'm just saying to myself, what is he actually? I have never written anything that's anti-Semitic. I have said maybe in the past. No, I don't think I have. I don't. Not on Facebook. I haven't. I haven't DM'd and said I have a problem with congressmen having a citizenship in Israel and also the United States. I think it's you have to question their loyalty at that point, and you have to question how much influence that their lobbyists have in this country. He just went. I mean, I've known this guy for 40 fucking years, and I said I room with the guy. I don't understand why he goes there. It's like he has gone into this issue, going down. He's a fucking boomer at this point. He believes that everything the Fox News tells him. Even guys that clearly are so pro-Israel on Facebook never say shit back to me like that. Dave Terry, that I don't know him personally. He was in my orbit as a space operator, but I didn't know him very well. He just likes my stuff and continues on, and he might respond to what I have to say. We talked about what it really means to be Israel when somebody like Ted Cruz says that we have to defend Israel. The biblical thing or term of Israel, And some people have some issue with that because that's not the current administration. It just it's absolutely shocking to me. And he knows me, and I put that in one of my responses, said that I've been talking about the fact that we should not be in the region for 40 years. I have, back when I was a Democrat, and I have not changed my parties. I have voted for Trump 3 times in a row, but this is not. It's shocking to me that what happens when this comes into it. Right away, you're called anti-Semitic because you have a problem with the current administration that's in Israel. When there were a lot of people, over 50% of the people in Israel before all this happened in October last year, yeah, that, well, the year before, they were going to get rid of him. They were marching in the streets. They didn't like him at all. But now anti-Semitic. But again, these guys like this, and unfortunately, I have to say it, they don't even understand what a Semite is. Everybody in that fucking region is a Semite. So I'm not pro-Iran. I'm not pro-Israel. I just don't think we should be there. This is a very common take on the situation now there. We give them $5 billion a year. They spy on us. They've killed our own people. They probably were behind the assassination of the president in 1963. But I didn't go down there. And he doesn't watch my shit. And I don't really talk about this anymore online because the fact it might hurt my wife. But this is how we are right now. They have so much power that they have infiltrated our men that actually believe that they have to do anything you can do to actually save Israel. Of course, they have every right to exist, but so does the Arabs that live in fucking Iran, and the Christians that live in Syria, and the Muslims that live in Palestine. It's just I don't understand it. I really don't. So I'm going to stop right now and just put it on my thing. And clearly he must have watched something else. I mean, the shit and the vitriol that he just put on there, saying I'm a raging anti-Semite. I'm shocked he didn't call me a fucking Nazi. I mean, it's fucking crazy because I was so left when I first knew him, and now I'm just I'm a guy that's had a red pill for the last 10 years, and I just think that there's a reason why we shouldn't be in the region, and we shouldn't be supporting a team, a country that has some terrorist type of things, and we also should look at our own self. We're the reason why a lot of people are dead in that area, as bad as Hezbollah and Hamas is, and other things like that. They're not even close to what we've done to them. I'm not saying we shouldn't defend our interests in the region. If it's not about world oil, why are we fucking there? Why are we fucking there? Anyway, I'm just going to stop right there. I'm just shocked by his response. Whatever. I unfollowed him and move on with my life, but I have bigger fucking things going in my life. My daughter is still waiting on her stuff from her biopsy. She's 30 fucking years old, and this is a big fucking thing. And we know it's probably cancer, but basically it's a fucking woman. Why is the emotional thing there? I just said, I've been talking about this for 40 years. I don't think we should be in the region. Now I'm an anti-Semite. Okay. Maybe my views that I have about the Holocaust, maybe you can call it that. I just think you can't really prove to me that 6 million of them died. I'm just saying. And before all that, I believed all of it. I have Schindler's List. I have all the fucking movies about shit, and I believed all that fucking shit. Okay. Then when after my stroke, I kind of woke up and I actually started researching shit, and I realized that this doesn't even really. It's not rational. So anyway, I'm going to stop right there. Let me know in the comments if you've been dealing with anybody in your family or people you've known for a long time now that they can't deal with any type of blowback when it comes to Israel. But he's a fucking American who served. I don't understand it. You guys have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.